This is going to be a debate that we're going to hear about a lot. The game everywhere from Build a Rocket Boy versus Grand Theft Auto 6. The games are going to be compared like two quarterbacks being drafted number 1 and number 2 in the NFL draft. Anything that Everywhere does is going to be immediately compared to just about everything that Grand Theft Auto 6 does and vice versa. And honestly, the war has already started. Everywhere actually has an in-game editor called Arc. And what's convenient about this is that Arc is Grand Theft Auto 6's codename, aka America's. So ex-Rockstar developers are already passively taunting Rockstar with their new game. Now, to understand this requires a little bit of a backstory. Leslie Benzies is creating the video game Everywhere. It basically is Grand Theft Auto inside of a Roblox competitor. And former Rockstar big shot Leslie Benzies is actually launching a AAA action game inside his new MMO. So Leslie Benzies, who I've been talking about, was once the head at Rockstar Games and Rockstar North Studios in Edinburgh. Alongside himself and the Houser brothers, Dan and Sam, they led to the development of the GTA games, Grand Theft Auto 5, Grand Theft Auto Online, but then a dramatic split happened with the Housers, which ended with Leslie Benzies suing Rockstar for what he claimed were unpaid royalties. He eventually set up his new studio, now called Build a Rocket Boy. So naturally, you can already start to see the comparisons. You have two giant AAA titles, you have the former Rockstar Games boss, and their split being so public and so dramatic, the games are going to be compared every which way. So let's talk about this open world online game called Everywhere. It turns out it's kind of a futuristic, casual, massive multiplayer game with shooting and racing elements. But it also comes with game-making tools that Benzies says will turn it into the next Roblox. Not just a game, but a platform in its own right where players can build and publish their own user-generated content. However, that's not all what Build a Rocket Boy is building. They actually released a new teaser the other day for a in-game game called Mind's Eye, which it's described as an original AAA action adventure game. Now, Mind's Eye has realistic visuals and performance-captured cutscenes, and it has a near-future-like storyline, and going by the initial trailer, has a lot of driving and shooting gameplay. Long story short, it very much looks like the next game from a guy who made Grand Theft Auto, and it looks like it's going to have periodic releases, and we'll see each installment developed and published within Everywhere. So it's a really interesting concept, and to be honest with you, I don't fully explain it yet, but there is going to be so many comparisons here on multiple levels. The story, the graphics, how well the game is received, how many sales they end up making, how much money they end up getting. The whole thing is really interesting. Now, I'll leave a link to an article in the description where Leslie Benzies was actually interviewed, and we get to hear from the man himself, because he does actually talk a lot about what the game is supposed to be like. He talks about controversial subjects like pay to win and NFTs, what the game is going to look like, what he expects, the metaverse, etc. I know there's a lot of buzzwords there, but that's kind of what Leslie Benzies talks about. And for now, we can't even really begin to have the comparison Everywhere versus GTA 6, because right now, we don't know anything concrete about Grand Theft Auto 6. Everything we know has come from either reputable gaming journalist sources, which, you can validate that sort of stuff, and of course the leaks, which Rockstar Games did confirm themselves, but we know that that is pre-alpha development footage. What we're seeing right now from Everywhere is official teasers, official trailers, screenshots, everything like that. We know the official story. We know what some of the characters are going to be like. We obviously have none of that with Grand Theft Auto 6. We don't even have the official reveal. We don't even have the official announcement, anything like that. And speaking of the official reveal and announcement of Grand Theft Auto 6, a lot of people have been talking about how Rockstar is going to be doing that. For Red Dead Redemption 2, you guys might remember it all happened on social media, It was 3 days of logo changes and teasers on the website, which then culminated in a trailer, whereas Grand Theft Auto 5 was straight up a trailer date with a logo. And it also coincided with a social media post that was simply hashtag GTA 5. That was all Rockstar did. So I would imagine for Grand Theft Auto 6, they're probably going to end up doing roughly something along the same thing here. Now, something that has been interesting the last couple of days and last couple of weeks, and this has actually been pointed out by Rockstar Games insider TezFunds2 as well. He's one of the first people to actually notice this. It looks like Rockstar is actually giving information out to community websites early. So as noted here by TezFunds2, an interesting strategy from Rockstar that started last week. Rockstar now sends out details of GTA Online event weeks early to select community sites. So sites like Rockstar Universe or GTA Base, places like that where you might gather some GTA intel and info. And this is definitely an interesting strategy, but it's weird that Rockstar has decided to do this now, kind of with the release of the Last Dose missions and sort of the final set of event weeks for that update and that DLC. It makes you wonder why they are doing that. As we know with Rockstar's last two titles of Red Dead Redemption 2 and Grand Theft Auto 5, both of their reveals have come on social media. So it begs the question, is Rockstar going to be doing something along those lines, like using various community sites to reveal Grand Theft Auto 6? Now, initially, my gut reaction to something like this is possibly. That would be an interesting strategy. But Grand Theft Auto 6, a game that is going to be a massive blockbuster, is obviously a whole lot different than discounts and what might be coming from the drip feed, kept away secret content of a new update. There's obviously a massive difference there. Would Rockstar trust these sites to not spill the beans early, or would something get messed up along the way? Especially given the Grand Theft Auto 6 leaks, you might not necessarily think that this would be a good idea, but who knows what Rockstar's plans are. I just found this to be a little bit interesting. I thought you guys might as well. But sort of tying this back to the Everywhere versus GTA 6 comparison, right now it's kind of hard to make the comparison. I know a lot of people are going to want to, given the fact that it's a massive game from Rockstar's ex-president and the head of Rockstar North altogether. But right now we're going to have to hold off because with GTA 6, all we have are these concepts you see floating around online. With Everywhere, we have official concrete details. So again, it'll be interesting to see how this comparison manifests itself over the next couple of years and possibly even decades. Again, it's going to be like two NFL quarterbacks drafted number 1 and 2. They're going to be compared for their entire careers, no matter what they do. If Everywhere does this, other people are going to point and say, well, GTA 6 did that, and vice versa. So it'll just be interesting to see how this entire thing plays out. But I'd obviously love to hear from you guys in those comments down below. Let me know what you think about everything we discussed in this video today regarding GTA 6 versus Everywhere and the game inside of Everywhere, Mind's Eye, which we actually saw the official teaser for. Let me know what you think in those comments down below. Love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and all the Rockstar Games videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.